Welcome to my daily review. Today is Tuesday, August 26th. You're looking at a daily chart of the Nasdaq, which was up, advanced 95 points today, or 0.44%, closed at 21,544, not too far off the high from of 21,803 on August 13th. See, the volume was 1% above the 50-day average volume today. Anyway, that's it for the Nasdaq. We're obviously waiting on NVIDIA earnings tomorrow. Yesterday was down 47. Today, up 94. So we're 47 to the good. 47 is the number of the week. Tomorrow, NVIDIA reports after the bell. So we look forward to that. I don't want to get into the other indexes. I will just point out a couple of things. Microsoft struggling since it broke out on earnings, maybe broke an upper channel trend there, an upper channel line, I should say, and just pulling back. Meta, the same thing, rallied on earnings the same day. Was it July 31st? And then it's pulled back to the 50. So those two stocks are kind of lagging. What's not lagging is Google. Google looking strong in the Mag 7. Made a new high yesterday, had an inside day today. Just quietly pulled back to its 5 EMA, which was 205.40. The low was 205.70. So in spirit. And then the other one was Tesla. Tesla had a nice day. I had people say, "Oh man, I was going to buy 10 calls of Tesla and I'm stupid. I'm a dummy." And don't do that self-talk, negative self-talk because it's negative. You don't want to be negative. You should be saying, well, I identified a good trade. I just didn't execute it. And now it's up. I think he was mad because at the end of the session, it ramped here and he was going to buy and big deal. So you identified, winning trade, you didn't execute on it. It's not the end of the world. Move on to the next trade, but never, never, ever, ever be negative or the game's hard enough. And when you start beating yourself up, the market beats you up and it starts to snowball. So always be positive. Positive things happen to positive people. So think positive, be positive, act positive. And that's my TED talk for today. All right. I'm going to look at, besides Tesla, Uber is one that I have on my radar list. Might need a couple more days here. It did pull back to its 5 today and then rallied back up. Looks like it had a, high of the day type of close there. Yeah, there you go. Ramped up all day. So Uber looks pretty good here. Like I said, though, I might need a couple more days to just kind of form a handle, before taking out that 100 level and breaking out of that base. But that one looks good. I did mention NVIDIA, the Magnificent Seven name, the biggest stock in the world, and this one is just ramping into earnings. So, like the Nasdaq, it had this big thrust day on Friday. I know people want to point out that the Nasdaq had 91% up volume. 91% of stocks were higher. So anyway, I'll go back to the Nasdaq since I'm trying to explain this. On Friday, it had this big thrust day, right? Undercut the 21, had this big after Powell spoke. And so I don't want to get into like trends, and seasonality. And so since it had a thrust day, it's got to go higher. No, it doesn't, because we were told August is a negative month and it's up 2% this month. I'll take a weak month like that every month. 2%. Thank you very much. So, don't buy into all these, theories and philosophies. I just take things one day at a time. That's it. And anything can happen in the market and usually does. So, just be flexible, keep your eyes and ears open, and yeah, don't get too dogmatic. Just because we had a thrust day doesn't mean we have to go higher. AMD is another one, had news today, collaboration with IBM. I think it's going to rally with good numbers from NVIDIA. And also had an upgrade from Truist today. So AMD had a decent day, up 2%. And the other one I was looking for day two is AEHR Air Test Systems, and it followed through today nicely with a 5% gain in SMTC, another semiconductor. Yeah, breaking out. Nice move today, up 15%. So good day for the semiconductor names. And I think tomorrow and the rest of the week are going to be all about semiconductors. So you're going to have to, well, you don't have to really tune in because everybody's talking about NVIDIA. You can't go anywhere without anybody talking about NVIDIA. All right, I got to do it. I got to go back to the gold, right? Strong stocks in strong groups. DRD gold breaking out, making new highs. I do this pretty much every day. Gold, it was up today in the morning. I didn't check it during the session, but there's Eagle, Eldorado Gold making new highs. It looks fantastic. KGC, Kinross Gold, AEM, Agnico Eagle Mines making a new high today. And I don't own any, but as soon as I do, I'll let you know because it'll probably be a good time to short them. I have that effect on commodities. SSR Mining making a new highs, up 5% today. So yeah, that group was super strong. Palantir, this is your typical story where you don't want to chase things, right? This thing was, ramping. I don't know where the earnings were, but right here it was earnings, and it ramped up to 190. Then you had, some people got on the bus and some people got off the bus. So if you're patient and you waited, you could have got it here as it fell back. I believe it was like 142 was the low that day. Yeah, 142, and now it's rallied back above its 50. So people get off the bus, and people gives an opportunity for people to get on the bus, and that's what people are doing with Palantir, I should say, investors and traders. So software name looking good. App loving, gotta love App loving. Undercut the 21 and now has rallied back above. I think that there's a lot of speculation that it's going to get into the S&P 500 index in September, and the options chain is completely jacked for that event. This is ZETA Global. This thing's moving like a snail. It's up 2 cents today, but it's got this, pennant formation after breaking out of a base following earnings. So it's going to move when it wants to move, just like Tesla. They move when they want to move, not when you want them to. But yeah, up 27% and now flagging. Like to see it get above that 2102 level. And the last one is Unity. We need Unity. We all need Unity software, that is, and it traded above this 39, so I put it on my ready list this morning, and today got above 40. We would like to see it push higher, but I believe the high today was 40, near 41, 40.88. Yeah. All right, that's it for software. I'm going to move on. Some of the I don't know. I don't want to go through these. I'm going to go quickly. IBP, this one's set up in a base. This is a building maintenance group. IESC is another one. These are top stocks and a top group. You can see the building maintenance is, number 4 ranked. I think it's a 1 or 2 performing group. And anyway, I'm going to move on to another top performing group. GEV, haven't talked about it lately. Why? Well, because it's been pulling back, people getting off the train, and now some more people getting on the train as it continues to charge higher. OKLO, another one. This thing was ramping this morning. I was watching it. I said, I'm going to stay away from it. It's too hot. Yeah, it went up to 78, 70, pulled back, closed at 74. But a nice move. And LEU got back through its 50 today, undercut the 50, and today rallied back through it. That one looks good as well. Talon into the S&P Midcap 400. Nice move on that news. And I'm going to move on to, the construction group, building heavy construction. This is Jacobs. Nice chart here. Yeah, 3 weeks tight, just flat for the week. That one could go on a ready list anytime soon. It looks pretty good to me. PRIM is Primoris Services. That one looks good too. Making new high today, and the other one is roads. So many roads, so many roads. Yeah, just I believe it's making a new high today. Close enough for government work. And anyway, I'm going to move on. Another group had on the ready list last week was VSAT. And like I said, they move when they want to move, not when I want them to, darn it. And I took this one off the ready list today, but obviously had this nice flag to salute, and popped today 9%. Very nice. ASTS just kind of random here. A decent move today. Rocket Lab, anything that flies, drones are doing well. Pull back to the 50 for the first time since the breakout. I believe that was like an earnings move where it dived lower, and now doing much better. But SATS, they AT&T bought a portion of their business, and this thing was up 70% on that news, up another 8% after hours. So good move for that group. A couple defensive stocks, ESLT, another one that had on the ready list recently, and to give up on it because I'm impatient, but that one, yeah, nice move today up substantially. KTOS, this one's been in our RS list for a long time now, just surfing its moving averages like Kelly Slater. Boeing had a contract, a Korean Air, I want to say 37 billion, something like that, and that one looks this one looks pretty nice as well as it, tries to break above this downtrend line. It's got this little wedge pattern. So 242.89 would be your magic number, your target price. All right, couple drug names. I'm going to go through these fast today. I'm just doing a shorter video. All eyes are on NVIDIA, and I don't think anything's going to happen real major until they report. But this pharmaceuticals making new highs, surfing the moving averages, INSM. Another one, get it on the pullback here. Pulls back a couple days right here, pulled back right here, pulled back a couple of days, and Friday and Monday pulled back and then rallied today 3%. So yeah, they're giving you chances to get in, except for RIGL. This one's not giving you a chance at all. One day pull back to the five, made a new high on Friday, then pulled back yesterday. So. Yeah, some people getting off that train, but not many. You could see how many days up in a row that thing is just a big blue wall of volume. All right, I guess I'll go through these ones. Electrical contracting manufacturing names, CLS. This one could be ready for the ready list as well. I think 200 is the magic number there, above 200, and it's game on. Ran up to 214, pulled back, went up to 218, undercut the 21, now has rallied back through. That one looks good. FN undercut, it's 50 after earnings and now has rallied. Nice, powerful rally the last three sessions back through the 50. And let's see what Sanmina looks like. Okay, undercut the 21, that looks fine. All right. I do have to mention some of the retail restaurant names because they've been slaughtered. Brinker's trying to put up the good fight here. Support at the 200. Nice rally today. It's got a lot of work to do, but we have seen some of these restaurant names just get absolutely murdered. Sweet Greens, Kava. This one was doing so well for so long, and it's just been absolutely destroyed. How is Shake Shack doing? Yeah, not good. Below the 200. So that brings me to Bros. Dutch Bros been fantastic. You could look at this one a couple of ways. You could say, well, on earnings, it broke above a downtrend line as it popped, a move not to be ignored here up to 71.80. What did it do? It pulled back, undercut the 50 down to the 200 here. And now it's rallied the last four sessions. And you could actually say that this is the downtrend line here where it touches three times. And today it just broke above it 4%. So that might be an area of interest. Call it 71.80 or 72 bucks above that. So that should be on our ready list as well. All right. Oh, the last one, MNSO, not a retail restaurant name, but a retail discount variety stock. And this is based in China. Made a big move, had an inside day yesterday, and this one looks like a short stroke pattern on the weekly where it went up a massive amount, a gazillion percent. Last week, 35%, now give back 2.5. I think we'll take that ratio. So we'll see if that holds. And definitely one to watch as the 5 EMA catches up. All right, that's it for me. Thank you for watching at mcstockcharts.com. We never give up, except in honor of the great Steve Jobs. I have one more thing. Stay hungry, stay foolish, stay humble, and stay in MDB. The last time I looked at this, it was like a 260, 262. And I said, nah, it's probably going to go higher because of the volume. And now I look back here and it's 274, which is going to take out all of this overhead resistance, if you will. And it's going to fill this gap. Where's the gap? 264 is high, 250 is low. Okay, so yeah, it's definitely going to take that out and probably have its eyes set on 298, 92, or 300. So that's could not hurt our software for tomorrow. Same with had another report from Box, and they had a beat and raise quarter, and they were up, yeah, nicely after hours. Not like MDB, but Okta, cybersecurity name, reporting up 7% after hours. CrowdStrike's going to report tomorrow. So we'll see if Okta can power through all these moving averages here and get back above 100. Something to look for. So I have, oh, did I do NCNO? NCNO reported tonight, up 9% after hours, computer software financial name. And then PVH, the old Philip Van Heusen, this one's up nearly 6%. So all the earnings up nicely, sharply after hours. So I'll have more in the morning on this and more reports in the morning, but obviously all eyes are on NVIDIA as they report tomorrow. Anyway, thank you for watching at mcstockcharts.com. We never give up.